Bro. This whole cricket already. I'm back. Dun, bam. I'm back. Dun, dun. Get up off of that thing, and that you feel better. Get up off of that thing. Shake to relieve that pressure.
Oh, chat, can I tell you a story?
yeah, wow,
So
that's
again,
very
I told you
cool.
I'm not going
We
to tell
back,
you guys
baby,
about
we hang
upcoming
out, yeah.
events until it's necessary. And so I have a little story. I don't have the clip, but the clip is there. It's somewhere in the VOD. I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it. The cat's out of the bag a little bit if you happen to watch Will Neff's stream, and because we've talked about it. So we are doing a show. Again, it's very quiet right now. One day we're just gonna release the footage of it, is what I'm gonna say. But until then, no more details. However, we're working with Will Neff. No issue with Will Neff. It's just he's a very busy guy. Very, very busy. Things are starting to fall into place to where it's like, okay, we need an answer now on scheduling, right? Because I'm going to give examples. This is not what we're doing. But if we're scheduling a location to rent and crew and this person to work on this from out of town, all the schedules need to start aligning. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, we need answers now because everything's falling into place. And we needed a Will Neff answer. Things are moving. Things are starting to get more solidified. Money is starting to be exchanged. We got to move, right? We're now waiting on Will Neff. I understand Will Neff's busy. I also understand being in his position. So this is not meant as anything towards him, right? But it got to a point where Ham, who's like the production person running this, he's like, Wubby, we need you to get his attention. And I'm like, okay, how? I'm like, sure, what do you need? And he goes, we need you to hit him up while he's live. And I was like, okay, listen, as a streamer myself who's been in Will's position, like that is so, it's not that it's classless. It's just like, oh boy, it's one of those, right? So I'm like, okay, is it what we need to do to get the production done? And Ham's like, yes, you need to do it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And he's like, Will's not going to care, bro. Like, Will's going to understand. Oh, shit, I need to respond. I got you, Wubby. I'm like, okay, it needs to get done. It needs to get done. The reality is that I need to get an answer. So I did what I had to do.
So, by the way, part of the reason that this has been so hard to nail down is our China trip has moved around like 4 times. And so it's been so hard to schedule anything because the China trip keeps like... Anyway.
So we're talking
What's up, Joey?
about how to do it. I'm like, should I just talk in his chat? And I'm like, no, you know what I'll do is I'll use my resub, because you get a message with the resub, it pops up, it highlights my name. And then, you know, Will and I share a lot of audience, right? People in his chat might be like, oh, Wubby's here. But I am so socially awkward. I was like, I'm going to send the message, keep it light, keep it respectful. The last thing you want to do is interrupt somebody's stream, especially with like a mutual of mine, a peer of mine, right? I don't
remember what happened here.
to interrupt. I don't want to be the star of their show, you know? So I typed a message. It was all caps. I was like, hey, baby, whenever you're done with stream, peep those Discord DMs. We got to get planning for Half Suit. I hit enter. I closed out of the tab. I closed it. So he knows what it's about. He knows I'm not mad, which I'm not, for the record. It's all good. I did that. Boom. Close out of the tab. Half Suit confirmed. I had to say it. I didn't want anyone thinking it was important. Like, I didn't want anyone thinking like, Will, we need to talk. It's like, nope, we're just figuring out scheduling. I got to get a response for you. Bro, just when you're free, please check it out. Super respectful. I close out of the tab. I go back to just playing Get to Work and practicing alone. A couple minutes pass and Ham DMs me. And he goes, I bet you feel like a real asshole now, don't you? And I was like,
I don't remember why
immediate
you would
panic, 'cause
feel
I'm like, I was already so nervous to do this. I was so apprehensive. I was like, oh, this is like kind of, it's a little, I don't know the right word for it, but it's like, what's the word? It's a little like, hey, I'm awkward. Please respond, right? And he goes, I bet you feel like an asshole now. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And he didn't link me a clip, but he's like, did you hear what Will said in response to your message? And I'm like, oh God, no, what happened? And he's like, yeah, Will said, hey, sorry I didn't get back to you yesterday. I was with my friend while we were putting their dog down, so I've been really busy. And I was like,
that is true. That is true. That is true. That was going on. I totally forgot that. Oh, God. That is. Oh, no.
I wanted to kill myself publicly. I was like, you cannot be serious. That was and by the way, I tried to find the clip. I still have not seen the clip. I refuse to see the clip. I tried to find it before stream to show you guys. How could you? I was immediately like, oh my God. I wanted like, oh, I'm so glad I closed out of the tab and like watch it live. No, I don't want to see it. Maybe I will. You're the asshole. But like, first, I want to be clear. It's no one's fault. It was just like the stars aligning in the most socially awkward situation for me possible. I was like, oh.
Holy shit, dude. Okay. I gotta be so for real. I fucking love Wubby. And I love Wubby's crew too. I really do. Wubby is one of those guys where you can tell he's a good dude because of the people that are around him too. Like Peanut, Carlos, Ham, all those dudes are fucking rad. And the last time I was down in San Diego, I got to go out and drink with them. And Alex, yeah, the extended universe. I fucking love all of them. But I will tell Wubby, if he fucks around, I'll steal his crew. I'll take them all. Listen, I'm just rad enough that I'll, you know what I mean? You better watch your ass, buddy. You better watch your ass. I'll move. He'll buy holes. That's right, Carlos. That's right. I'll move down to San Diego and I'll take your whole fucking. I'll crew cuck you. Okay. You better watch your bitch. You better watch your bitch, buddy. No, dude. I'm so serious. They're fucking rad. And ever since we made his Price is Right show, I've really wanted to make something again with them because it felt cosmic and cool. Some about Wubby, I just think honestly, I think he's probably the funniest guy on the platform right now, which is very high praise. And I just can't wait to make some more stuff with him. And this thing that we're making, I'm not going to confirm or deny what it is, but I hope it's the first of a few different similar projects that we make where we're just kind of dicking around with a budget and a camera. Okay, stop guessing, okay? Stop guessing. He told us already? Okay, yeah, it's half suit. No, wait, did you just trick me? Fuck. He says it in the clip. That's true. He does. All right. Well, anyway, tonight, guys, I want to get into some real normal hours. Where are my alone heads at? Yes, alone. Yes. I usually don't even stream Thursdays. You guys were in the middle of a gosh darn WhatsApp stream being like, "You got any of that alone in there? Hey, Will, baby, you got any of that alone, baby?" Dude, I was literally explaining what the sponsor was like 10 minutes in, and I saw people in the chat be like, "Hey, you get any of that alone tonight? I'll suck your bits." Well, you want some bits? I'll give you some. I'll suck your bits, baby. Give me some of that alone. Yeah, baby. I'll suck on your bits. All right, but you get one fucking episode. You get one fucking episode, you addicts, you degenerate scumbags. All right, here we go. We're going to fire this up right now. Here we go. Can't show you that. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I told you we're going to do one a night. You all agreed to the rules, ladies and gentlemen. You all agreed to them. Them's the rules. Them's the rules. Sorry. Nope. Y'all agreed to it. Y'all agreed to it. We're doing one a night. I can't help you. I wish I could help you, but I can't help you. I wish I could help you. I cannot help you. Can't do it. There will be another episode tomorrow. You're a sicko. I need my crack. No. You get your methadone. You get your one little helping of methadone. Okay? Now I'm going to send you over to Stank Rat and we're going to play Tarkov together. All right? Okay? Yes. Yes, you did. You all did. All right. I love you guys all. Thank you so much. Oh, try and bribe me. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. There's a rumor I'm going to be playing some games with Hassan tomorrow, but I'm here all weekend. So thankfully, there's going to be a lot of streams this weekend. Next weekend, I'm going to Joshua Tree. So there's going to be a little time off. And then I got a lot of really cool stuff coming up. In late August, I'm actually going to go to Germany for Gamescom. So for my international heads, if you ever wanted to... If you're in Europe and anybody's going to Gamescom, I'll be over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and fucking girls, 2 episodes next week as apology. Apology for what? Sticking to my own rules? All right, I'm sending you over to Stankers. I'm going to be playing games with them, hopefully. Thanks for watching tonight. I really appreciate you guys. I'll be back on early tomorrow. For Alone and gaming and all kinds of stuff. Stay dangerous, everybody. Have a wonderful evening and good night.